Hello. Today I'll be discussing about this article which says that thousands gather to protest Michigan's stay-at-home order. So I'm getting this breaking news saying that the COVID-19 deaths surpassed 1,000 in Canada, and Michigan is a U.S. state that is closer to Canada. Frankly, Detroit and Windsor, these are the two US and Canadian cities that are literally just connected to each other by a bridge um, over the Lake Michigan. What this says is that thousands of flag waving, honking protesters drove past the Michigan Capitol on Wednesday to show their displeasure with the governor. So, this is just another example of how the partisan divide in the US is exacerbating day by day. So, Michigan has a Democratic governor, and there are many people in Michigan that are, uh, you know, are Republicans, and they are in complete support with Trump. So the fun part about this is that usually in the times of crisis, the approval rating of the president goes high up. So if you look at 9/11 crisis, Bush's rating got high up. After 2008 crisis, Obama's rating shot up. Then even in the Second World War, the president of America was Franklin D. Roosevelt, and his rating also got up because what happens is that in the times of crisis, people just rally behind their leader as if there's no tomorrow. But over here, what has happened is that Trump's approval rating has just remained intact. So what that means is that the people that support Trump, they just support him no matter what. I mean, they just don't care. Like even if he tomorrow he has himself said that if he shoots somebody on the Fifth Avenue, he is not going to even lose even a single supporter, and he's absolutely right in that. Okay, so so the people in Michigan are protesting against this governor of Michigan only and only because she is a Democrat. Okay, and even Trump has repeatedly abused this woman on Twitter, saying that this is the woman from Michigan, and. So you can see here that people were flying Confederate flags and untold numbers who gassed up on the way here or grabbed a bite on the way home. So gassed up in the sense like they drove up to the location, but they were literally carrying Confederate flags. So if you know the history, a civil war happened in the U.S. in 1861. Okay, and it was fought between the Unionists and the Confederates. So that's the North and the South. So the Confederate lost and the Union won, and that's why it's called the United States of America. So, but even now, Confederate flags are waved on many occasions, and they are a symbol of slavery. Okay, so they are not a very good, way of telling people that to of telling people that you're on the right side of the history. So this is really very a very amazing scenario where the federal politics, the politics in Washington D.C. are penetrating not just in the uh, on the state level but even on the city levels. Okay, so people just are rallying behind Trump as if um, he's the only person, and there are instances when people have literally compared Trump to Jesus Christ. I mean, no kidding, literally these are the instances where people have done that, and Trump has himself said that he feels like he is the chosen one. So I mean, the things are just going so haywire in the US, and that was also one of the reasons why I left America in 2018. And I just thought, this is just too much to handle. Okay, I mean, you just want to hope that things get better, but there's a very fine line between optimism and realism. Okay, and so that's why I thought this was the right time to get out of America. And so if you're following the US politics recently, so Bernie Sanders dropped out. I was, he was the only candidate that I was really rooting for. Okay, and so I think Bernie really let me down, to be honest with you. So many people in the US were literally supporting Bernie, with their heart and soul. People gave $10 as donations to Bernie from their hard-earned savings just so that he can win. And what did this guy do? He not just dropped out, but he endorsed Joe Biden. Okay, even Elizabeth Warren, she endorsed Joe Biden. So, the so-called progressive voices of American politics are literally just nowhere to be seen. So this is not a very good sign for America. And my prediction is that Joe Biden is definitely going to lose, because Joe Biden is nothing but Hillary Clinton 2.0. Okay, there's nothing new to offer. Okay, so even Obama endorsed Joe Biden recently. So this is just not going anywhere. Trump is definitely going to win again, and the damage that he has done in 4 years is just going to increase drastically in the next 4 years. And who knows what is going to happen after that? He may just abolish the two-term limit and just be the president for life. Nobody knows. But he has broken so many norms that people were literally saying that he will not last even a year in the office. But here he is. I mean, he is the wartime president. He has literally surpassed everything. Okay, so you cannot just brush this aside and say that okay, this is just a one-time event. This is something that is causing long-term damage, not just to the world order, but to the entire climate. Okay, so this is a grave scenario, and I'm not surprised by people coming out against the Democrat governor. So I can guarantee you that if this governor was Republican, there would not have been this much opposition to it. And if that Republican was endorsed by Trump, then definitely there wouldn't have been any sort of opposition to this. So the thing is that the U.S. politics has become so tribal. Like people literally just want to be in one political party no matter what. I mean, they don't care whether what are your ideals or what are your policies or nothing like that. They just feel that Democrats feel that Republicans are evil, and Republicans feel that Democrats are evil. So literally like 50% people just believe like that. This is just a recipe for disaster. This is like a civil war situation where people will just come on the streets and start rioting. Okay, and that is exactly what has been happening in the US for the past 4 years. So I've been following US politics for the past 10 plus years now, and nothing like this have I ever seen in my entire lifetime. So brace for more shocks from the US, because US has literally become like a powder keg which can burst any time. So I hope you like this discussion of the article, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you.